Welcome to Recipes Using Colliers Powerful Welsh Cheddar. I'm Matt Tebbutt, and today I'm going to show you a really nice, quick, simple recipe called a frittata, which is an Italian sort of open omelette using this beautiful Colliers Powerful Welsh Cheddar and some other bits and pieces, some mushrooms and some Parma ham. Now this kind of embraces two very different groups. We've got the Italian omelette and we've got the Welsh Cheddar, but bringing them together creates a wonderful, wonderful dish which you can eat at any time as a snack or as a main meal throughout the day. So very straightforward ingredients again. We've got the Parma ham, we've got some big filled mushrooms or portobello mushrooms. I've got the Colliers Powerful Welsh Cheddar. We've got some potato in there which has been diced and blanched off just for speed really. We're going to colour that up in a minute. I'm going to finish it with a little bit of béarnaise, which is a little bit chefy and you don't need it, but it just adds an extra zing. If you didn't want to do that, you could just chop up some tarragon and put that through. So first things first, I'm going to dip the mushroom on. We need to cook this in the oven or under a grill just for about 10 minutes. I'm just taking the core out there because you can't eat that. It's a bit tough. Into there, a couple of slices of garlic, not too many. Okay, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Keep the skin on the mushroom. Don't be inclined to peel that because all the flavours in the skin. It also keeps all the moisture within the mushroom. So a little bit of salt, and then very simply in a pan, I'm going to put a little bit of oil and butter in here. Not too much, just a little knob of butter, a little drop of oil, like so. The mushroom will absorb a lot, so don't be inclined just to keep pouring and pouring. And onto there a little bit of tarragon, because as I said, that's the herb that we're going to finish with. Just stick it under that butter there so it doesn't catch. Under the grill or in the oven for about 10 minutes until the cap starts to fill with liquid. Okay, so while that's going on, we can do the potato. And as I said, diced potato, it's been blanched just for speed, really. We're just going to colour that off in a pan. So hot pan, bit of oil, and then in with the potato. Now they need to cook down and colour up for about sort of 10 minutes until you get a nice sort of golden colour on the top of them. So after 10 minutes, pull the mushroom out, and that's what you're looking for, that nice amount of moisture in there, because you can over dry these mushrooms very easily, so make sure there's a good amount of liquid still in there. Let that rest until it's cool enough to handle, because then we're going to slice it up and put it on the rest of the frittata. When it's cooled down, just lift the mushroom out of the pan, just slice that nice and thickly. Try and save any juice that you can, because all that's going to help to flavour the frittata. Nice thickish slices. Take the garlic off if you want. I tend to leave it on. Lose that little bit of tarragon, it's done its job, and there's more going to go on at the end. So just slot it back into that pan now, just to keep it warm, and as I said, keep any juice that you can. Okay, so for the main body of the frittata, 3 eggs, whole eggs, because it is, as I said, it is an omelette. It's just sort of Italian in its descent. A little bit of that, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Purists would use white pepper here so it doesn't discolour the eggs. Not too much salt, because again you've got that powerful cheddar going in there. It is naturally very salty, so you don't need a lot of extra. And then we take that over to the potatoes, which are colouring up nicely. Okay, so in the same pan as you've coloured up the potatoes, we're going to add the eggs, and as soon as the eggs are added, we need to start flicking it around. It is a very quick cooked dish. In goes the eggs, in goes the cheese, and then we're going to flash it under the grill just to sort of souffle a little. So working quite quickly, in with the eggs, like so. Just move that around and make sure you've got enough of the egg and the potatoes encased. Just start moving the egg away from the side of the pan and bringing it into the middle, and that's going to give you this layering effect for the frittata. Now on top of this is going Colliers cheddar. Now this, as with a lot of the recipes I do, it's a very, very simple, straightforward dish, not many flavours, not many sort of conflicting flavours. So all the taste and the depth of the flavour is coming from this cheese. You could do it with other cheese, it just wouldn't be quite the same. So just working away from the edge, pulling it in. Now the middle is set and the whole frittata is coming on nicely. I just want to melt that cheese and souffle the eggs a little under the grill. And that'll sit in there, just keep an eye on it for about a minute or two. So, keeping an eye on it, that's the sort of effect you're looking for, that slightly souffled look to the eggs. It's not going to be runny as a traditional French omelette will be in the middle, because it's been flashed, it's that much more compact and dense. But that's what you're looking for. So, mushroom on top, like so. Some really, really good ham around there. And this will feed two pretty generously, I'd say, or one if you're particularly hungry. That you don't need to cook the ham as such, because the heat from the omelette or from the frittata is going to warm that through. And then we're going to finish with a little bit of béarnaise, which is simply a hollandaise mixed with some tarragon. I'm going to put some Dijon mustard in with this, just to give it a little bit of kick. Just a little bit of that over the top. And as I said, you don't have to be using béarnaise. It is a quick snack. If you didn't want to do it, you could just put some tarragon sprigs on it and it'd be equally as good. But using the béarnaise, it does kind of elevate it to more of a, say, dinner party dish, I guess. So a little bit of tarragon on the top, not too much, it is strong stuff. And there you go, Colliers cheddar and Parmesan frittata.